Do you think drugs are cool? Me too. Or are you a suburbanite that's never experienced the life of crime or drug dealing, but kinda wish you did? Maybe you're high right now and you need a cozy game to snuggle into, sit back and just dive in. Schedule 1 is the name and selling drugs is the game. Now when I first laid my eyes on this title in Steam, I thought, oh, another cash grab. More schlop that usually litters this platform. How wrong I was. And I want to go over some things that I think make this game so goddamn dank. So come along, we got some things to talk about. You awake in a cramped RV ready to start your productive day of dope dealing. First things first, you gotta make some Mary Jane. So grabbing the dirt, you pour it into the bucket and oh, this is the first thing I really like about this game and it's right off the bat. Pouring the dirt, ripping the bag, watching the bucket fill up, then pouring the water and the seed. Ooh, it's just so good. It feels satisfying to do and I don't know why. Maybe I was just born for this life. Or maybe it's because you're going through the whole process, so there's a sense of accomplishment there. It's like baking a cake. You're going through all the ingredients and putting it together yourself. But you will be doing a lot, so these animations being crisp like this, they're so important to the foundation of this game. Moving along, your Uncle Nelson tasked you with selling that weed you just grew. First sale takes place behind some raggedy ass building. And here we set the weed manually into their inventory. Yet again, another reason why I like the game. It has you manually go up to somebody, set the amount into their inventory instead of just going up to them and pressing one button and you're done. It's just satisfaction. I like it. As you walk around this trashy town, you encounter a police officer trying to feel you up for illegal substances. And this is where the game teaches you how to keister. Oh! You just click and hold the hide items to get through the search. That's really it. Pretty simple. It's getting late now, so it's time to head back home and get some much needed rest. Until suddenly you awaken, police outside your RV, so you get in the driver's seat and you drive away normally. The police don't seem to care. I think they were doing a deal with Uncle Nelson or something. But you drive over to the city of Highland Point and this is where the real game begins. With your uncle now arrested, you're on your own, except for the few stashes of money that he hid around the city. Just enough to get you a motel and some supplies to start dealing again. Oh yeah, your RV exploded by the way. Not too important or anything. But from here on, it's your job to get customers and sell drugs. And this is where the game begins to shine for me. It's such a simple premise and it's done so well. You have a hardware store where you could buy different fertilizers, grow tents, soils that'll last longer, everything that has effects on your weed and making your life easier. And you're also able to see different items that you're gonna start working towards to make growing and selling easier. But we'll be back to that soon. After buying your supplies, you go back to the motel. You start organizing how you want everything to be set up and how you want your production to start flowing. This is another example of why I really like this game. It gives you an objective and all the tools to do so, but it doesn't tell you how to do it. You're free to do it however you want to. Do you want this over there or that over here? Maybe you want 2 tents, 5 tents, 15 tents? It's all up to you and it all can work. Instead of being overly hand-holdy, it trusts that you can figure out mostly everything. For example, going back to the hardware store, there's things in there like watering cans, upgraded trimmers, fertilizers, all things that you can buy to upgrade your process without the game even telling you what they are. They're just options that you can choose for yourself and discover what they actually do and how it can help you specifically. As you're dealing or making products, something heavenly happens, something angelic. The soundtrack in this game is perfect. It just makes you wanna float away. And mind you, it's not constantly playing. It feels like it comes in at random times and it hits just right every time. And I think this adds to the experience tremendously. It takes an already good product and brings it to another level. The music to me solidifies the vibes of this game perfectly. Every song on this track is a goddamn banger, making me rock my knee and shit. Music for me is one of the most important aspects of almost every single video game. It's a type of communication telling the player what it's gonna be like from sound alone. And this soundtrack captures the essence of Schedule 1 effortlessly. Then you got the mixing. I didn't pay attention to this until much later when I bought the upgraded mixing machine. I didn't realize until much later on that you could, for one, sell your strains at a much higher price, and for two, there's these cool little special effects that can occur when you make your own mix. Something that the game doesn't teach you. And this goes into not being overly handholdy. I actually had to experiment with a ton of different shit just to find the exact mix I liked the most, which involved me just throwing a bunch of random shit into it, just figuring it out as I go. And it was even more fun smoking it yourself to see what the effects do, which in turn made me want to experiment even more with different types of things to put in there. It's so many little things in this game that come together so fluidly to have a better experience. What's even crazier is I haven't talked about any of that cocaine, that Snow White, or any of the other drugs that you could sell. This game has a surprising level of complexity to it. If you really want to get efficient, you can hire a bunch of workers, have dealers, make a whole system to where you don't even have to sell anything, or do anything at all for that matter. I don't think I'll ever really get to that point, but the people that do have the patience and focus to build something like that, it's all here for you. I didn't find out until actually playing the game that this was made by one single person, which a light bulb should have clicked when it was called Tyler's Game Studio. But stories like this have continuously blown me away. I know it's like beating a dead horse at this point. Oh, AAA studios can't figure out what makes a game fun, but one man can. But the creativity and understanding of what makes a game enjoyable, as well as being able to capture this many people for hours at a time, is such a tremendous success for one person to do. It's currently April 23rd at the making of this script, and it's still top 5 on Steam. Come on, especially since this is his first game, I think. I haven't found anything else on Tyler's Game Studio or him in general, so don't shoot me down. But fuck it, even if this was his 4th game or his 10th game, him being able to create this amount of enjoyment by himself is amazing. And now I have someone new I can rely on to create good games, thank God. But I gotta give credit where credit's due. The soundtrack was made by Kazul. So technically it wasn't made by one man in a dream. So shout out to Kazul for these bangers that he fucking crafted up. I just wanted to rant about the things that I liked about some random ass game that blew up out of nowhere. I had a lot of fun playing this game. It'll probably stay in my Steam library. And I'll definitely pick it back up once updates drop and they add more things. Or when these AAA games get too stale, it'll always be something cozy to go back to have fun with. So yeah, subscribe if you like the video or don't. Bye.